The efforts underway to restore peace in Phoenix in KwaZulu-Natal and also the immediate surrounding areas. At least 250 people were killed in the province. The deadly fallout from what has been labelled as a failed insurrection. Unpacking it for us, as he has been for weeks now, eNCA senior reporter Dasen Thathiah.
For a few days, KwaZulu-Natal became the epicenter of lawlessness in the country. The fires have finally been extinguished and the smoke is dissipating. But the tear in the social fabric of Phoenix still needs to be mended. Once regarded as an Indian township, the demographic here has changed significantly in the past decade. Police say more than 20 people, that number may even be higher, were killed on these streets in a matter of days. Some fell victim to heavily armed vigilantes, while others paid the ultimate price just for protecting their families in the absence of law enforcement. Videos and voice notes spread quickly, and fake news was the fuel needed to ignite a smoldering fire. KwaMashu cousins Delani and Mlondi Khumalo were murdered in broad daylight while simply trying to find a garage. The Khumalos were shot dead and their bodies later burnt The Naidu family in Phoenix is also seeking justice. Their elderly relative, Ganesh, was shot dead in an ambush on the same day as the Khumalos.
We, the community of Clayfield and the surrounding areas, we assumed that people were coming in to loot the houses, so we barricaded the roads. And there's about 100, 150, 200 people on the street barricading. And as the day went, it was the afternoon, people were still around. And suddenly a vehicle that came up the road, about 500 meters away from the group, they stood and they started firing.
Despite his ill health, Naidu had stepped up to protect the neighborhood in a time of uncertainty.
It's a very big loss. He was very helpful, especially for me. It was a routine for me and him, that seeing every morning, seeing every afternoon. It's a big loss to me, to his children, entire family, even the community. Far as the bottom, people know again.
These senseless killings drew widespread condemnation and risked tainting relations between Indian and black African communities who'd lived together for decades.
We extend our heartfelt condolences to people who have died, and what we are saying is that the people who have committed such crimes must be identified, and the law must take its course. And nobody from any side must look at taking out guns and weapons and trying to cause more fear and unrest in our communities.
A peace committee has been formed by government in an attempt to restore calm in the township. Other initiatives are also encouraging reconciliation and renewed unity.
Our government was absent, but currently Unity in Action calls upon all communities to be united. We want justice to be served to those who did wrong in every way as well. but also especially people who kill people, because there is no person who's got the rights over a person's life.
Meanwhile, the KwaZulu-Natal Health Department has dispelled rumors that 500 corpses had piled up at the local mortuary. 128 bodies are currently being processed, but not all of them are linked to the violence in Phoenix.
This was created by the government and their own people. They are fighting their own wars. And always when the people are fighting, we are the ones suffering. When the elephant fights, it's the grass which suffers.
Dasen Thathiah in Phoenix, Durban.